Isn't that why we're here? Please, shush, Kreese. You don't know the first thing about not letting your emotions control anything. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Cobra Kai. We're now into episode 9, which is called The Fall. So we're getting very close to the finale, which is crazy, but we are here. We had a few things go down in the last episode, namely that prom happened. Unfortunately, it didn't go quite the way that Miguel and Sam were hoping because Tori and Robbie showed up and sadly managed to get under their skins and into their heads, and both of them kind of left the prom not feeling so great about their personal situations, not so much about their fight situations, but that's almost as dangerous. Then we also saw that Tori and Robbie hooked up, which honestly I'm not that invested in, so no big deal there. We also saw that Silver might have crossed the line with Kreese that might be an unforgivable line. It turns out that he decided to try to prove his loyalty to Kreese by beating Johnny up. He thought that that was what Kreese wanted, but we saw Kreese, I think for the first time ever, show a bit of vulnerability, and he did not want that to happen to Johnny. I have no idea where this episode is going to go. It's a pretty ominous title, but I'm ready to jump in. So before we do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you like it. And if you do, you'll hit that thumbs up button. It just really helps a lot with the algorithm, which helps me out a lot. And I appreciate it deeply. And if you really like it here, you can hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I do more reactions to a lot of different types of shows. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And the same goes for you. Hopefully you like this and you subscribe if you haven't already. All right, that out of the way, let's get into episode 9 right about now.
You've been waiting a long time.
We're already here. It feels like we got here so quickly.
And they're ready to show the world.
Eli, I appreciate you so much more without that horrible, horrible mohawk. I'm going to be real.
Daniel LaRusso.
King Tings. Look at you and your little gee. Oh, you even get fog effects and everything? Well, damn. I gotta say, this is better than that Valley Fest opening for sure.
Cobra Kai.
Look at these dopes. Exactly. I'm with Amanda. Anyways. I like that, again, the contrast of the white and the dark geese. Like, it's literally like good and evil. Oh yeah, I forgot about Eagle Fang. Is that bad?
Eagle Fang Karate.
Everyone's like, Eagle Fang? They're like confused. Ooh, jump roping with chains. Okay, Miguel, you whore. Oh, red. Okay, new color has joined the chat. I'm not against it. Red is the color of rage, but also the color of passion.
18 Karate Tournament.
I can't even clap. This is going to be a mess. I feel it. Not the evil laugh.
I still remember my first All Valley, where I stood here proudly with my sensei.
Where I pummeled the ever-loving crap out of my opponents as the crowd cheered.
The difference in speeches.
Our dojo closes for good.
That means no more Eagle Fang. But we're not gonna let that happen, are we?
No, sensei! Of course not. Because
I mean, really, who cares? Like, how's Kreese gonna prove that you stopped training? Anyway.
Junior prom was an absolute shit show. I need you to get your head on straight and focus on winning. You and Sam will make up, but right now she's not on your team, and your team needs you.
That part's true. But unfortunately, that is not what's upsetting Miguel.
Do not let history repeat itself.
Whatever.
Do not let your emotions cloud your judgment.
Isn't that why we're here? Please, shush, Kreese. You don't know the first thing about not letting your emotions control anything.
Dimitri Alexopoulos from Miyagi-Do Karate.
Oh, he's got a little shorts on, little capris. I didn't know you could get karate capris. What does one pick these up? Oh, okay. We like it. What's up, bro? Nice. Is it just me or did that kid grow like 4 inches since episode 1? How long did they film this season? I'm not even saying anything because I used to grow really quick when I was young. So it is very possible he grew like a solid inch since this started. Okay, Sam, show them what you got. Yes. Yeah. I can't even be impressed by Cobra Kai. You gonna flip again? Oh, poor Johnny. This is kind of hard because it's like he's on an opposing team, but it's still his kid. So, like, you might want to clap, but you can't clap. You gotta, like, internally clap. Anyways, it should never have gotten to this point. Aww. It's okay. That was really high, but you did a good job. Sorry. But that's why you don't stand so. Okay. I actually didn't think he would screw up. I was hoping, but nah. He was a bully since when? Who are you yelling at? God. We're alone. There's no one in front of you, bro.
Kick things off. Let's give
Who'd you invite? Oh, God, no. Oh, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really into country, but... Do I have to listen to a country song? Okay, we're just gonna take that down in case it is copywritten. I will say this, though. Carrie looked good. Carrie has been keeping herself well, because she got to be right on the heels of 40. Somewhere close. She looked good. I want to root for you, Kenny, but you're just in such a toxic environment. I don't want you to be reinforced in that behavior. It's the only reason I'm not cheering for you, boo. Especially since you already have a brother that's in juvie. So many kicks to the chest. Oh, you hit her in the tit. I saw that. I'd be done. I'd be like, done. Please leave my breastises alone. That's sensitive territory. Using Miyagi-Do against you. I wonder if Daniel's figured that out yet. Yep, he's seeing all of his moves. That's why you don't teach Robbie shit. He's so upset. Mr. Miyagi's teachings being bastardized. Now, you know, I'm usually poor Robbie, but I am very upset with him.
I wonder how.
For, like, I know he's angry at Daniel, but this was just kind of, like, gross. It's like, did you forget your mom's in rehab because of Daniel? But okay. Or sorry, she's out of rehab, but you know what I mean. They paid for her to go to, like, the swankiest facility in, like, all of the valley. But anyway.
Of the 8 boys and 8 girls on this stage, one of each.
Oh damn!
Will be named
There seems like there's more Cobra Kai than Miyagi-Do. Oh, I forgot Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang together. Okay. Carmen's so nervous. Oh, well, get fancy with it then.
And with that, Eagle Fang's hopes of winning girls all valley champions.
Well, I mean, that girl's only been learning karate for like what, 3 months?
I only trained for 6 weeks. I'm gonna be stomping all of these weak-ass bitches next year.
Damn.
With you out, do we...
If all you care about is winning, then you really didn't learn anything I taught you.
Facts.
You know, everybody thinks their way is the only way.
That's true as well.
And I'll use whatever it takes to win.
Okay.
Why? To get back
Exactly.
at your dad? Me? Sam? The world?
Yeah. Where does it end?
Never put passion in front of principle. Because even if you win,
You lose.
you lose.
The fact that he cares enough to even tell you that. Some people got to learn the hard way, and Robbie, unfortunately, might have learned that or inherited that from his father. If he inherited anything from Johnny, it's probably the fact that he's so damn stubborn.
Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I was really digging the purple, actually, but liked you for your energy, your confidence.
Yeah.
Tell him, Moon.
Lost my confidence. So.
Eli.
By your whole name. Oh, well. Is this part of the tournament? Does everyone get one of these?
Oh, looks like you've got a fight to win.
Exactly. Tyler been asking for that since season 1. From both Miguel and Eli, for that matter.
I know who I am now. Who's that?
Horny. I mean,
You guys didn't win this whole fucking thing.
there's a time to take out your aggression. This is it. And he should be on the same par as him because he's learned both methods now. Bitch! Did I hit your chest? Did that happen? Call me lip again. Oh my God, did you even throw a punch? Were you even fighting? All that talk. Sounds like you were compensating for your lack of everything.
Our next quarterfinal match will be...
I love Abuela. Ow. She's worried about disappointing her father. This is not the time. Look, they should be friends. Truthfully, they need both energies. Maybe Daniel will see that after this. I just hope he doesn't get mad at Sam for using something that's a little bit more on the Cobra Kai side of things. Bitch. Come again. Don't get mad, Daniel. Sorry, that was great.
LaRusso.
Yes!
Johnny. Sorry. Oh, what was that? Are you worried yet, Tori? You should be.
The Ziegler thing.
That's what I thought. How'd you pick up so much?
What does it matter? I won.
You didn't win the right way.
Maybe my right way is different than yours.
Piri. Yeah, this wasn't the time, Daniel. I don't know what it's going to take for him to understand this. This is Daniel's biggest flaw, is that he just refuses to be fungible.
Well, I owe it all to you. You changed my whole life. But don't think I'm going easy on you now, old man.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man.
Ass.
That hurts.
See you out there.
Kid's like 2 years older than you. Jeez. Kids these days are so disrespectful. Okay. I mean, go Kenny.
Are you fighting your friend?
Right.
Or your opponent?
I hate it. The reason it sucks is because Kenny's still tiny. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even about skill. Like, I just think generally, if you're a good person, you don't feel good about putting a whooping on a kid that's like half your size. Like, why is this kid even in the same... There should be weight categories, you know? Like wrestling. Okay, it's on, Kenny. Hopefully the way they were bouncing like it was Double Dragon. I hope he doesn't get upset about this. I mean, Robbie has been training longer than him, and he's also like 2 times your size. Don't get mad. When you get mad is when you lose focus.
No point. Continue fighting.
No point. That looked like it was the sternum. Yeah, but see, it just never looks good. That's the other thing. You might have broken his nose. Does it feel good, Robbie? You get to win at all costs.
Couldn't help but notice you circled your opponent.
Yeah, well, you didn't have us catching fish for nothing, right?
Yes.
Very true.
It's time to get ready.
I don't care what happens today, you just stay the hell away from Sam.
Yeah, stay the hell away from Miguel.
So what to say? She went to Johnny
And now,
and they're both... The way people act like these kids don't have brains of their own. They're almost 18. Like, anyway, these two both need a spanking. Johnny and Daniel just need to be put in a corner, spanked, and just left alone for a while. Because, geez.
Which side are you on?
What do you mean?
Gentlemen, take your positions.
On your side, Diaz. Always.
Right.
Finally, we're the opponent. Not gonna
Aww.
hold back, right? No. Good, neither am I.
Fair enough. That's the part that's hard about this. This is why I could never do it. Because I could never see myself kicking my best friend in the face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she'd have to really piss me off. But I just don't see that happening. Even then, like, violence is not my thing. So I say that even though I love action movies. But you know what I mean? Doing it myself. But also, you know, if you're going to win something, you'd rather win knowing someone did their best. So you adapted the teachings the best. Okay. It was blocked.
Use your damn teeth if you have to.
Miguel has been through some stuff. There's no doubt about that.
And I'm always gonna be right here next.
Okay, how long has he been spinning? Is he now, like, super powered? What surgery did he get in the hospital? Oh my god, is he okay? I completely forgot that his back isn't fully healed. I think he's okay, but he's probably freaking out a bit. Because I would freak out if anything happened to my back after something as serious. Oh my god. You assholes. Why would you end here? That sucks. Damn. Talk about ending on a cliffy. Wow, I did not expect that because we really haven't seen the show like revisit Miguel kind of having those balance and weakness issues since very early in the season. But it makes sense. I mean, I don't remember. When did he have? They said it was almost a year. So I think it's been, what she said, 6 weeks for the one girl. I think it's been at least 6 months since he had the surgery and started to walk again. But I mean, I don't think it's been that long. And I have no idea how long it would take to recover from back surgery because the two places on your body that if you ever get surgery are like ridiculously hard to heal are your back and is it your back and your knee? Yeah, your back and your knee because your abs too, but your back and knees because almost every time you move, you have to there's muscles that trigger things around your back or your knees, your abs as well. Yeah, I think your abs, sorry, it's 3 places. But anyways, that's why they're hard to heal because it's basically impossible to move without agitating the muscle somehow. And so in Miguel's case, I mean, obviously before he started moving again, his back got some time to heal, but he kind of jumped right into training right away, which I personally didn't think was the greatest idea. And I have no idea if he kept doing all the other things like his physiotherapy and stuff like that, but it's a lot is my point. And backs do take a long time to heal from my understanding. Plus it's a very sensitive area of your body. We really take for granted how completely dependent we are on our spines and our brains working. Those two things, if they're not working properly, pretty much a ripple effect of all the things that will go wrong for us. And so, like I said, we haven't really seen much of Miguel showing any types of issues since very early on, but it makes sense that there might still be some things he can't do or that there might still be some, because I don't know what the surgery did either, right? Like maybe he might have shaken something loose. I'm not sure, but I almost feel like we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I really don't think the show would go ahead and put him back in a chair because that would be, first of all, horrible. But second of all, we've already kind of been through that, right? I feel like we've kind of already dealt with Miguel potentially having that problem, but I think this is a little bit of he probably did tweak something, don't get me wrong, but I think between that and the tournament kind of being like a trigger point for him, because that was what he was dreaming about when he was in his coma, to the fact that this whole situation is probably still bringing up a lot around his injuries and what happened to him. I think my point is, I think he probably just had a little bit of a tweak to his back and that his body just went into full-on shock when that happened. And that happens to us. If we've had a very serious injury, your body remembers it forever. You literally have to work mentally to get yourself to a place where you stop reacting, or at least teach yourself to calm yourself down when you start to have a reaction when something happens to that area. So to give you an example, let's say in Miguel's case, he really tweaked his back. The reality is for the rest of his life, if he ever has anything happen near his back or his spine or anywhere where he feels close to where that pain was, he'll probably have a small panic attack each time because his body's going to think, oh crap, it's happening again. And our bodies are literally built to keep us from getting hurt first and foremost, but definitely hurt again, right? So that's why your body thinks is, okay, that happened before. It really messed us up. We got to do everything we can to keep that from happening again. And the way it does that is by conditioning you with a fear response, sometimes even before anything's happened, or makes you overreact when the slightest thing happens. So all of that to say, I think it's possible that Miguel is having a little bit of trauma response to this more so than the actual issue, but we will see. Obviously, they're going to have to check him out. But like I said, I'd be really shocked if the show went that route again, especially only barely a season and a half later. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It looks like he might be out of the tournament though, which sucks obviously for Johnny because that was pretty much his strongest fighter out of Eagle Fang for sure. But even so, tournament doesn't really matter anymore. I think this is going to be a moment where Johnny's going to have to, go and talk to him and be there for him because yeah, if Miguel's out of this tournament, I don't even think Miguel cares about the tournament anymore. I think he made that pretty clear. But he's obviously been rattled about what Johnny said about trying to reconcile with Robbie. And so maybe they'll have that talk in the next episode since it looks like Miguel's going to be out for the count. But we'll see. I feel like Daniel might go back there. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some Miyagi magic. But we saw in season 1 that Daniel doesn't really do that. But who knows? Yeah, I'd be surprised if he finishes the tournament at this point, though. I just hope that my guy Eli doesn't feel too badly because he didn't really do anything to trigger that. He had no reason to believe that Miguel wasn't fit to fight at this point. But that blow, I also wonder if that's going to affect Robbie at all, because Robbie is kind of the cause of why Miguel's even having this issue. So we'll see if it affects him mentally at all, to see that this issue is still a thing all this time later. I don't know how much of it he's actually been focusing on. We've actually not seen a lot of what's going on in Robbie's head overall in this series, which is okay. I mean, he's not really the focal point, but it'd be nice to know how he was actually feeling about the whole Miguel situation. Since he, like I said, I think a couple episodes ago, that he actually hasn't made any moves whatsoever to apologize or to show that he is, you know, sorry or has any types of regrets over what happened in that situation. I feel like he does, but it would be nice to see more of his thought process around that. So, but yeah, the tournament is on, and I feel like the jump between episode 8 and episode 9 was a bit huge, but I also understand that the season's about to end, and the tournament's been kind of teased the whole season as the big deal, but it would have been nice to, I just feel like it just kind of felt a bit abrupt that we're here now, but the fight is on, and I like that now Robbie is starting to understand that, you know, he told himself that he's just doing all this to win the competition or to win against, you know, Miyagi-Do / Eagle Fang, but thankfully Daniel kind of put it in perspective for him, because Daniel really does know how to talk to Robbie, whether Robbie likes it or not. Daniel's probably the only adult that's really been able to really get through and talk to Robbie in a respectful way that Robbie really gets, and the way that he basically took the time, even despite everything, to look at Robbie and be like, have you thought about what this is really about? Like, what is your objective? What is the goal? If you win here today, what is it for? Like, have you really thought about what that means? Because I don't think you have. I think you've just been too focused on your emotions and how upset you are and how hurt you are, and wanting to just take that hurt and send it elsewhere, that you're losing A, sight of who you are, and B, what this is going to do. Because when the tournament ends, then what? Right? And the fact that he said that, he's like, don't put passion before principle. And I think we already saw that, especially in the last 4 to 5 episodes, Robbie has been struggling with the principles that he is definitely crossing, that he had for himself. And I think that Kenny is definitely bringing that up on an even higher level. The fact that Kenny is looking up to him and kind of modeling himself after him. And you're seeing that Robbie's like, oh, I don't know if I really want him to model himself after the way I've been behaving, right? So we saw that there, especially when he had to fight Kenny, which, I mean, like I said, I have so many issues with that fight, from the first of all being the fact that Kenny is just not anywhere physically near where Robbie is. Like, I mean, I know in karate, it's possible that, let's say in a different situation, maybe Kenny could have been training since he was 5 or 6 years old. So maybe he'd be able to take someone like Robbie out. But I don't know. I feel like there should be like a weight class thing, because that alone, right, is going to make a huge difference in the amount of impact someone like Kenny can make against Robbie versus the other way around. But anyway, we saw in there that Kreese basically told Robbie to drop his principles and fight Kenny, you know, at all costs. And we saw, like, he probably broke Kenny's nose. And I mean, it is a tournament. It is what he signed up for. Kenny knew he could get hurt, but obviously that's on a more personal level, and we know why it is. And you can see Robbie didn't really feel good about that win at all. And I don't know, I think Kenny will probably shrug it off, but it's again, what it's going to do to Kenny overall and his mindset, I think, that are the issue. So yeah, it's starting to be a battle for souls here. And I'm hoping that at the end of this, no matter who wins, that Robbie's going to reassess why he's still doing this and whether or not he wants to continue working with Cobra Kai and this group. I understand that he's still probably not going to want to do anything with Johnny just yet, but Daniel has been nothing but kind to him. And like I said in the episode, like his mom in rehab, all that stuff, like he needs to just take a step back and realize that his beef should not be with the LaRussos at the level that it's at. He was right to be pissed at Daniel for not giving him the heads up about going to juvie, but that's dead and buried now. Like, you're already out. You're already getting a second chance at your life because of what Daniel did. Like, you at least owe him the opportunity to talk to you and explain himself, and for you to like get your emotions out. Then y'all would have already been cool, right? So anyways, I'm hoping that he'll figure that out by next episode. Plus, obviously, Daniel and Sam have a lot to work out, because, you know, he's found out that Sam has been training with Eagle Fang, but that was kind of an inevitability, because once again, Daniel needs to get over this pride point that he has that Miyagi-Do is the only way, and it's just not. It's the way that's right for him. It's the way that he loves and he has a very personal attachment to, but there's many forms of karate and none of them are necessarily bad. The mindset behind how you use it is where you have to get, you know, your head right, but at the actual forms, like anything, it's going to evolve. So he needs to get past that at some point, and I'm hoping that he does, because once he does that, him and Johnny will actually be able to work better together, because that's the thing. That's the difference, I would say, that Johnny's got over Daniel, is that Johnny doesn't think that his form is better than Daniel's. You know, he's kind of to the point where he realizes that Miyagi-Do actually has a lot of really good things to offer. He just doesn't feel like it has to be elevated. And that's where Daniel just can't get over his little superiority complex. And he needs to do that. Otherwise, him and Sam are going to continue to have issues. So yeah, great episode. Definitely priming us up for the finale, which I'm really ready to see. I already saw the episode title for the next one, so I'm hoping something good comes out of it. But but we have no idea at this point who's going to rise to the top. It could be Cobra Kai, it could be Miyagi-Do, it could be neither, but obviously things are going to shift for all these groups at the end of the episode, or end of the season, as they always do, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next episode.